everyone, it's me, Krystina Maria. Welcome to my channel, and I hope everyone is doing well and safe at their homes. And if you have to go out, unfortunately, please wear a mask and social distancing. Please, I really hope everyone is social distancing and wearing a mask because mask saves lives. You should care about other people. So anyways, this video I've been wanting to do for a while. I done this already back in 2018, which is beauty or makeup brands that I will no longer support. I've been thinking about this since June-ish, July-ish, but I just haven't got around to do it. So hopefully today, I totally recommend to watch my video from 2018 because I did mention other brands, pretty much maybe the obvious brands that I don't support, obvious reasons. I totally recommend. I recommend just watching the cards. I'll put it up here in the cards, or if not, in the link description box, because I don't know how YouTube works, because you know they're always constantly changing things for the better or for the worst. So anyways, these are beauty brands I will no longer support. The first beauty product I am going to say I will no longer support is Lush Cosmetics, or just simply Lush. I enjoy Lush. I tried their products last year. I really enjoy them. They only have a lot of fragrance, unfortunately. We only have one Lush store available, but I think it's probably gonna be like the only time I'll be going there. So here's the thing. Back in May, since the rise of the Black Lives Movement and the death of George Floyd with the police brutality, the owner or the CEO of Lush, unfortunately on his private, or is it a public, it probably gotta be a public Facebook account, because if it was private I don't think no one really noticed, but on his Facebook account he posted that the employees of Lush was donating and giving away bath bombs and Lush products to the police. I'm not saying the owner is racist, but that photo, and then you post that, and what is you're seeing in the photo, it seems like you're supporting the police instead of the actual cause that needs support, not them. So it's a bit like questionable why your company, why you're approving this, and why would you post this. So it's a bit like I do not want to like support this brand anymore because of that. And there's a lot of skincare brands are way better than Lush, just saying. Next one is Anastasia Beverly Hills. This brand been like a cult favorite, same as Kat Von D back in the day. Like, this was like a brand that everyone raves about and loves, like their modern renaissance, and then the controversy subculture palette, which I think is a beautiful color story in my opinion. I don't know, like lately they've been trying to be like the fast fashion of makeup. Like, we already have Colourpop for that, and they're like affordable. Anastasia is not. So I remember like constantly putting out palettes after palettes and palettes, and it just looked like the quality just like it wasn't there anymore. Like, the fan base wasn't there anymore. The quality of the makeup wasn't there anymore because they were constantly pushing more products. My issue with Anastasia Beverly Hills is, besides the whole pushing constantly new products and, losing their fan base and quality, is a couple months ago they were collabing with an MLM, which is multi-level marketing, which is a pyramid scheme. Everyone was pointing out like, this company is a scam. It's a scam. Like, why you're selling this? And they claim like, oh, we didn't know. Which is like, really? You didn't know? You didn't do no research of who you're collabing with, or you're trying to push products to your followers and your clients and customers, and your excuse was, I didn't know. Like, really? You don't have a team of people do research? So, you kind of feel like, can you trust a brand like that? I don't know. And then the fact that, when the Black Lives Matter movement was rising up because of police brutality, like, they didn't like show like their support and solidarity right away. It was like they were just like working on their social media, on their Instagram and Twitter like normal, pushing products. We're just like, really? Like, we're quarantined, we're dealing with a deadly pandemic. Black people are being killed and murdered, and you guys are just going on your way promoting stuff. You look stupid. And two, Norvina's like being like friendly and chummy with Jeffree Star. Like, she got him a Louis Vuitton bag, which is like, why you're being friends with a racist and got him a very expensive bag? Like, I don't think I could trust a brand like that. Next one, I don't know. I should not continue supporting this brand or not, but before I decided not to support them, I kind of like unfollow them on Instagram. Like, I kind of bored of their stuff. I never own anything of them, which is BH Cosmetics. I just never really owned anything. I was interested in their Zodiac palettes, but those to me were like all a flop in my opinion. And a lot of their palettes I just never gave any interest really. So my issue is, during May and June with the Black Lives Matter movement, the owner of Uoma Cosmetics did a Pull Up for Change Instagram account, which, you know, pull up for change, pull up or shut up, which asking a lot of companies and beauty brands, asking them, you know, how many black employees they have in their company. And BH has like 0. I mean, not even 1 black employee. I find that very troubling in this day and age. Like, you have a lot of diverse, different people, shade range, background, ethnicity, probably love your brands and support your product, and you don't have one person, a black person or person of color in your company. So that's got me a bit like, maybe I don't want to continue supporting this brand. Like, maybe I just don't. Like, I'm already bored with their products, so this is probably like a nail in the coffin for me. This brand is something I've been off and on about this brand, because I love this brand. It's was one of my favorite drugstore brand, and it's Wet n Wild. The problem with Wet n Wild is they lied about selling in China, which is very controversial because, number one, China still do animal testing. They've been saying since before 2020 that they were working on to go no longer have animal testing, but they still do regardless. So for one, Wet n Wild lied about selling in China until like someone found their products at a Chinese store. They're, you know, it's legit, it's real, it's not fake or it's not bootleg. And it took them to admit, yeah, we're selling in China, but we're still cruelty free, we're working with the Chinese government, which is a lie. Because when brands decide to sell it in mainland China, you lose your credibility to be cruelty free and vegan, if you're also a vegan brand too, because the Chinese government can pull out your products if someone found there's an irritation, and you will have no rights or decision making of that regardless. So you lost that. So basically, for them to lie was very controversial for them. So I still own a lot of Wet n Wild products. I try not to use them a lot, but unfortunately I'm not gonna like throw them away because it's wasteful. I think, like, you know, if you still have products from a controversy or problematic brand, just use them up. Unless you're very lucky and privileged and fortunate, you can like give them away to somebody. But I don't have that. I'm neither, so I'm stuck with my Wet n Wild products until they're done and no more. Luckily, China claimed by 2021 they are going to eliminate pre-animal testing, which means like whatever cruelty-free brands decide to sell in China, they will not put them on their shelves and do animal testing. It's a good thing, because that means maybe eventually I could go back and support Wet n Wild, meaning they could probably go back and get their cruelty-free vegan status. But in the meantime, for them to lie, which you don't want to support a company that lies. Wet n Wild had a huge fan base, so for them to lie was a bit like, can I trust this brand? Because right now I don't trust you because you lied. The next one is Position Formula. Position formula. I don't know. I don't own anything of their. I don't own anything. Nothing from this brand never got my attention except their hyperallergenic mascara, which I was like, I would not spend $10 over a mascara. That's stupid. But other than that, I never gave any interest of Position Formula. Like, their products, they're all bulky packaging, which I really dislike. But my main reason is they pretty much pulled a Wet n Wild card. Like, they're also selling in China, and they pretty much just lie to their customers. And when people were like asking them about it, when they found out, I don't know, whoever was running their Instagram account was pretty much being a dick. Like, being very unprofessional and being a dick. So I wouldn't support a bulky product that lies also that they're selling in China. Another brand that I pretty much mentioned, my first brands I'll never support, but I'm going to do it again because people are probably going to ask me now since the owner no longer has any profits or ownership of the brand, but I still have my opinion, and it's KVD, which apparently is Kindness Discovery Vegan Beauty, which is the most stupidest name I ever heard in my life. Which pretty much is Kendall Beauty. Like, they might as well just rename and call it Kendall Vegan Beauty because this is just dumb. It states that early 2020, Kat Von D was no longer has any ownership of her own brand. Which pretty much her brand was dying back in 2018 when she admitted that she was an anti-vax and people found out that she has anti-Semitic past, and her husband has like a swastika and he has also not so great past either. I still have my belief that I will no longer support the brand. Will I support this brand since she has no ownership name of it? I would like to, but number one, none of the products that they have recently got my attention. Like, oh, I want that. No. Number two, even though she has no ties with it, the packaging still has ties with it, the name brand still has ties with it. Not so long ago, like back in May or April, they sold her the mini quad eyeshadow and it still said Kat Von D on it, which is kind of like, wait a minute, like, I know she has no ownership, she's not there anymore, but why are you still selling this? I understand it can't like throw away everything, every brand all at once, because that's wasteful. Like, we don't need to throw a lot of things away, we have so much waste enough. But I just think they should have just really renamed brand everything, maybe make a huge sale and then try to remain name brand everything and repackage everything, because it still has ties with her even though she's not no longer with the brand. So I just can't. Like, number one, nothing interests me anymore still of the brand. Like, oh, she doesn't have no name, I want to buy this. No, really. Two, the name is so stupid. Like, I don't know. They should probably just kill this brand and move on, because this is not going anywhere. I'm sorry. The next one is a skincare brand, and it's Drunk Elephant. I tried their skincare last year. I enjoyed their jelly cleanser, their proteiny moisturizer. If anyone knows a dupe for those, let me know, like affordable cruelty-free dupes. Please let me know, because I gladly will purchase those. My issue with them is like they're overpriced. Yes, a lot of skincare makeup lines are overpriced, but for the ingredients on the products, to me it's not that worth it. Like, you just buy things from The Ordinary and it's like the same, and it's way affordable. So yeah, and not just that, their customer service and the people that runs their social media are not so great people. It's like they have people just really not so nice and professional when they're writing to their customers or their followers in social media. Like, they're kind of rude, and I don't like that. It's like, I don't want to support a company that they hire people that just really rude to their customers. Like, no. Plus, you're expensive, so you're not even worth it. This one I feel a bit controversial because this is a favorite brand, and everything they have in their line is so great, but I don't think I could like put myself and support this brand, and it's Juvia's Place. My issue with Juvia's Place, I don't think you guys remember, was it this year or was it last year? It feels like it was last year, but yeah, I think it was last year. Jackie Aina and Alyssa Ashley, which are both beauty gurus, YouTubers, they're very successful. I love their content and their videos. So they were pointing out that Juvia's Place, like, they were saying like maybe the company is anti-black because they mostly give a lot of PRs to white influencers instead of black ones. And then the owner was like praising Jeffree Star because he was like praising their products, so they were like praising him. Jeffree Star is a racist and a very problematic person. So that was a big, what's going on? So when they pointed that out, Chi Chi, the owner of Juvia's Place, was pretty much saying a lot of not so great, I don't know, true or not true stuff about Jackie Aina's past and personal life, which to me is like very out of line, very unprofessional. And I don't know if I could really like want to support this brand, continue following, put my money into them, because they do have really good product. Like, their eyeshadows are really good, their blush, their highlighter, their foundation, super matte for my liking, and their liquid lipsticks, but why would you attack a person that's stating this in public? Even if the stuff is true or not, it's just very unprofessional, very distasteful, and I don't know if I want to support this brand. I might change my mind eventually, but at the moment, I'm like, I don't think women should be shamming other women like that. The fans are gonna kill me, but I'm a fan of this person, just not the makeup line, and is House Laboratories, or aka Amazon Makeup. Excited when Lady Gaga was coming out for a makeup line, like, you know, she's Lady Gaga, she's so iconic, her makeup, her look, her hair, her fashion sense, her music, her video, she is talented, amazing.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
So when I heard she had a makeup line coming out, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like Fenty, because Fenty is a cult following. Rihanna did a really spectacular and amazing job with her line, and now she has a skincare line that's already out. But my issues with House Laboratory is Amazon. I don't like Amazon. I stopped supporting Amazon since 2019 when I found out how shitty Jeff Bezos is as a person and how shitty he treats the employees, especially the ones that work in warehouses. Can't support a company where a billionaire or soon to be trillionaire treats their employees such a really unhumane way. I don't like that at all, and I don't want to support and buy things at Amazon just for that. But that's my reason why I don't want to support House Laboratory, because it's selling in Amazon. Like, I wish she just had like her own separate website so you could buy it, doesn't involve with Amazon. I wish that Sephora would take her line, or Ulta Beauty at least, but that's not happening. And I just feel like the line does not reflect on her. Like, when you see if an artist is coming for a line, you want that to reflect them. But I just feel like her brand doesn't. It just looks like AliExpress packaging. I don't know. I feel like I could just buy other stuff from other brands and don't want to support this unless you decide to like not sell her stuff on Amazon. But the next one is Arctic Fox. It's I don't know if you consider this a beauty line, because it's not a skincare brand, it's not a makeup brand, it's hair dyes. I used to like the owner of Arctic Fox, Krystina. I used to watch her videos. I love her makeup and personality, but once time, I think back in 2018, I watched her tattoo video, and it really rubbed me the wrong way when she was sharing her tattoos, because she had a couple tattoos that just seemed very racist and very problematic, and she didn't see any problem with her tattoos. Like, she had a can of beans tattoo dedicated to her Mexican friend because she calls him a beaner, which is like a slur for Mexicans or Latin America. Like, I am Latina, by the way. So I just found it very problematic, and she didn't see like a problem. And then she had a tattoo of Native American, and she was like, oh, because I'm Blackfoot Indian. I'm sorry, like, why would you say Indian? Like, if you claim you're Native American descent, you wouldn't say Indian, because Indian's from India. Like, go educate yourself. So that video made me just unsubscribe, unfollow, and I just felt like, yeah, if I ever want to like dye my hair, this is not the brand I want to put my money in. And until like she neglects her pets, like she constantly buy pets because her pets they die because she doesn't take care of them properly, or she neglects them and they don't, they don't feel great. So it's a big concern. Like, you're someone that's supposed to like cruelty-free account. I don't know if she's vegan, but you're supposed to be like, anti-animal testing and stuff like that, anti-animal cruelty, but yet you mistreat your pets badly. So how can someone else follow you that probably have the same values of you, but you're not? Like, I know no one's not perfect. I'm not perfect myself. Like, I consider myself cruelty-free and vegan beauty, but apparently not everything I own is vegan. I'm not 100% vegan. I'm like vegetarian, sometimes pescatarian, but mostly I'm a vegetarian. But when you try to look up to someone that's like, oh, this person does like beauty and they're cruelty-free, and you're hearing all these things, and like the one time she had that video about L'Oreal being cruelty-free, which is untrue because L'Oreal's not cruelty-free. Video of her like on a concert, and she said the N-word. You're white. You should not be saying the N-word. I don't care. You say the N-word with the A or the hard R, you have no rights to say the N-word. So I just do not want to support a brand that the owner just seems not that great of a person. I was like reading the cruelty free list, so this one I kind of like want to put in the list here, and it is Honest Beauty, which is Jessica Alba's beauty brand. She has a skincare line and makeup. I never own anything. I don't think we have Honest Beauty over here, but my issue is they're not really that cruelty free. They're kind of like in the gray side, so I just want it listed here because it's like, I only support cruelty free products, and you're saying you're cruelty free, but are you really cruelty free? I guess not. Lastly, this is like a big maybe for me, but I want to add it because I don't know what to do with this information with this brand unless they come out with an apology, a sincere apology, and it is Colourpop. You know, Colourpop is this indie, well, it was an indie brand back in the day, but you know, it's a big brand now. You know, huge following, and I never purchased anything from, like, I only purchased like their liquid lipsticks back in the day. I have a single shadow a friend of mine gave to me a couple years back that I still use, but I don't know if I could like put myself to go on their site. Like, I had, like, I'm always going back and forth with Colourpop. I'm like, go on their site, and I'm like, I want to buy something, and I'm like, no, I don't want to buy, I'll go elsewhere. Like, it's always like an off and on relationship with me with Colourpop. I go on their site, I'm like, I want to buy something from Colourpop. I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna buy anything from Colourpop. I'll go somewhere like Elf or something. So my issue with Colourpop, well, the first date is their eyeshadow palettes. Like, number one, why you keep putting these non-eye safe glitters in every 9-pan eyeshadow palette? Like, they could literally damage a person's eye. Like, you don't need that. Plus, they're not biodegradable, so they're not environmental friendly, which is also concerning. And it's like, do you care about the people that buys your product? Like, the last thing you want people to do is go in the ER because they got fucking glitter in their eye and need to save their eye, or else they're gonna go blind or have permanent eye damage. And we're like living in a pandemic. No one should be going in the ER because they have fucking glitter in their eye because a brand company doesn't give a shit about their customers. But this is the main reason why I don't want to support this brand. And they're like one of the brands that shows support and solidarity to the black community. But there's some things I found out a couple years back in 2017, that they had an Instagram post that they were showing 3 models: a light skin model, a medium tone skin model, and a dark model with swatches. If you look at the dark skin model, it's not a real dark skin model. They badly photoshopped this model's arm and hand to make her look dark. Your company, I think when companies do this, it's very questionable, because like, your company, you couldn't hire a dark skin model. I mean, if you can't, like, just for that, don't bother doing that. Like, just keep one person, have them swatching it regardless of skin complexion. But this is just very questionable. Like, you're a big brand, you have people different ethnicity and background, different color skin tones admiring your brand because you have good quality and affordable price, but you did something shitty like this. They deleted the post but never addressed it, never apologized, which is kind of messed up. Like I said, they're a big brand. Like, they have a huge following. I mean, it's not like you're just a really small indie brand and deleted it and no one thought about it or said a word or remember it. But like, when you're a big brand, you have to address stuff. I'm sorry, you have to address things, and they did not address it. They just deleted like nothing happened. And then, not just that, the same year they had like a contour and highlighter sticks, and the dark shades had really not so great names. Luckily, they did took them down and renamed them, but thinking and putting those names and approving them in the first place is like, why? Now, I don't know if I want to support this brand or not. Like, I haven't seen anything shady they done except that, and that just got me like, I don't know if I want to put my money in this brand right now. Like, they have like cute things. I still want to buy their palettes, but I just don't like the whole non-eye safe glitter, which is like pretty much every freaking palette they come out with. They put these damn glitters. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel. Yeah, but anyway, that's it with this video. Please comment. I would like to know your opinions about these beauty brands. Do you support any of these brands? I would like to know more information. If you want to, curiosity wise, like, you know, last year's video, the only makeup brand I did change my mind and now I support is The Ordinary. I did have my opinions about The Ordinary. And maybe these brands I mentioned, maybe one of them I might change my views and opinions and support again, or maybe not. But basically that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be safe, stay home, wear a mask if you have to go out, social distance. We have to take care of ourselves and each other, and also care about other people. That's more important. You have to care about other people, and I feel like people just don't anymore. And this pandemic pretty much is like an eye-opener, because you're seeing what people are not caring and these people that are caring. And please be kind to yourself, because I know quarantine, being home, it is a lot. It's not great for our mental health, physical health, but you know, we have to protect ourselves and others. Please, reminder, Black Lives Matters does matter, even though everything seems normal at the moment. So on the description box, I'm going to leave Black Lives Matter card if you want to support petitions, donate, and help out and support. Also, I'm going to leave out the link to how to help Lebanon to donate to, not petitions, because petitions don't even work over there. So yeah, other than that, like, please stay informed what's going on in your country or your neighbor country, your continent, or other countries too. I love you all. Please take care, be kind to yourself and others, love yourself and love each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.